In the midst of a challenge lies an opportunity. Sanibonani football lovers. Welcome to PK Sports. Igama lami Mbonga Inkosi. Ngithembe ukuthi ni kahle, niyaphila. Danko. In today's video we'll talk about the following players. Khanyisa Mayo, his injury, what it means for a striker like Ighodaro. We'll talk about injury kaMako, what it means for uKabelo Ngwesa. And then we'll talk about Peter Shalulile and Chehufato Mabasa. Bese siyavala kanjalo. Kodwa ke niyalazi udaba. Ngaphambi kokuthi sekude bengicela ningisize ngento eyodwa. Ngokulike nokusubscribe if you haven't subscribed. When I say ngokulike, I mean liking on the video. Yiko nje kuphela engikucelayo from nina. Ukuthi ni like nje kuphela. Subscribe hayi akusinto etheni, akusinto engawisa umntana empedeni. Kodwa akasikho lapho. Asivele sihlala udabeni. Ukonakala kobisi ukulunga kwamasi. Isituation ka Khanyisa Mayo and uPaseka Mako ivuna ama-player ayi-2 ku-Kaizer Chiefs. It's uKabelo Ngwesa and Power Ighodaro Ethiosa Igwe. uKabelo Ngwesa last season he traveled with the squad to Netherlands for pre-season. But in the upcoming season he didn't play. He wasn't used. This season again he traveled with the squad to Spain. And right now Paseka Mako got injured. He fractured his forearm. And that simply means one thing. With the Kaizer Chiefs in that left back position, they have to dig deep with what will they do. Because right now, currently, we have Bradley Cross as an original left back. Ushinga didn't travel with the squad. We don't know why. We have Ngwesa. Ngwesa is a good player. And Ngwesa is not a left back, he's a wing back. There's this trend I've noticed with the players that are transitioning from reserve team of Kaizer Chiefs to the senior team. From Umashiane to Ngwesa. Ngalega left, we don't have ama fullbacks. We only have ama wingbacks. And I don't know, Guti, is it the way Coach Vela Khumalo sets up? Because even Nagu Coach Atazwan. So that tells you something about the Kaizer Chiefs. With okay, Uma fullbacks we have to buy from other clubs. But if you want a wingback, we produce. So with Ngwesa, he has a bit of a touch of Happy Mashiane because going forward, he's a force to be reckoned with. He's very good. And with the assist that he was giving Unaledi Hlongwane ku reserve team, it was proof that he understands how to play as a wing back because accuracy is important when it comes to crossing or cutback. When you do a cutback, that's why Unaledi Hlongwane was scoring those goals. It's because of that. But defensively, that's where you get to question if they are being prepared as a wing backs. Just imagine if they get an opportunity to play for the senior team. How will they balance? Because defensively, they have to be good also. So with Ngwesa, I believe he might suffer the very same fate that Happy Mashiane suffered. But I believe this is an opportunity for him to be given that responsibility. Now we are part of the first team. I'm not saying this because of injury Mako or Ushinga, but I believe Guti traveling with the squad 2 times for preseason. This season was going to be part of the team. And this is an opportunity for him. Uguti agwazi ukuba integrated in the club. It's a good thing Guti there are other players and also he can add what he has as a player. And I believe Guti with good guidance and mentorship, he might thrive. It's all about being given that benefit of the doubt. And believe you me, we do have a player there. And with the system Da Cruz, I believe Guti might fit in perfectly, but I don't think Guti they might be willing to put him under immense pressure as early as now. But with time, I believe Guti might play for Chiefs. And with Mako, the situation yake, we understand Marco he's a player that is injury prone, and I don't know what was going through the minds of a management when they decided to sign Marco, because they know very well that he's injury prone. And a sad thing about injuries is that they are involuntary. You don't decide to get them injuries. But knowing very well that you are signing a player that where he was playing, he was injury prone. That's the reason they decided to let him go. And you decided, no, let's sign him. We are gambling and hoping that it might pay off. But it is backfiring now. Ever since he came at Chiefs, if it's not injuries, the performances are not that great. And Marco is not a bad player, but I don't know what is happening currently with him at Chiefs. So I believe ukuthi Ungwesa has an opportunity to play this season. Kodwa ke asikho lapho, asidlule kwindaba kaIghodaro and uKhanyisa Mayo. uKhanyisa Mayo got injured. We all know ukuthi he just made a surgery and it was successful. And right now he's gonna be ruled out for 2 months, which simply means that in the striking department we have Silva, Duba, Ighodaro, Bartman. I don't see a problem there, but obviously we would love to see Mayo play because we know what he's capable of. But with an injury, rolling him out for 2 months, it simply means that there's an opportunity for other players to play, and they should grab that opportunity with both hands. It's a good thing with pre-season he has scored with Ighodaro. And I know that he's a good striker, but at Chiefs, these injuries are hindering him from becoming the best version of himself. We know what he can score, he can play. He's very comfortable on the ball. But I just pray that he remains injury-free in this coming season. Then we can get the best out of him. Especially if Fernando da Cruz might make the things that make the post to be undone. Yabo, but now I saw is it a post or a video? It was a video whereby they are recommending Mabasa and Ushalulili to Kaizer Chiefs just because of Mayo got injured. I don't think there's a need for them, even though they are good. But last season, Kaizer Chiefs played most of the games without Ukhanyisa Mayo, and they were able to score. So this is not a problem. The real problem for Kaizer Chiefs is creativity. If we can get our middle field to work for the strikers, the wingers to work for the strikers, I believe we might get the best out of each and every striker that we have. Because there's no way that a striker that can receive 3 to 4 good passes and not score 1 goal, there's no way. But at Chiefs, you get to be given 2 chances, and then the other one, it's a shot on target. The other one, it's a half chance. And then we'd come here and say these strikers are wasteful. No, it's not about that. Yes, clinically, but we would be lying if we say Guti, they do create for these strikers. There's one thing I've noticed from last season, Guti. There was a moment whereby which you could tell Guti, now the players are not playing as a collective, but it's all about individualism. Guti, everyone is doing his own thing because he wants the spotlight. Others, when they see their teammates in good positions, they don't want to pass. They just want to go for glory. But if you can fix that, we will see. You know, it's not a matter of equality up front, but it's a matter of creating enough opportunities for strikers. Abona, if these strikers we're playing for Mamelodi Sundowns, they will be registering double figures because the feed is there. It's not about the quality. Feed the striker, you'll get the best out of him. But deprive him those balls, you won't get the best out of that play. Even Ighodaro. So with Ushasha and Mabasa, I believe Uti, they are good. But currently Chiefs, we are sorted in the striking department.